Hi, guys. All right. So I am talking today about defining your brand. So hopefully this presentation will come up. Still says loading. If not, I can also just keep it on this previous view. Try one more time. There we go. Okay. So this is an older presentation that I put together, but I still feel like it's really applicable. So just to give you guys, I don't need to go my whole story, but I have grown my business primarily off my Facebook like page. So the first year and a half, I worked on my personal Facebook page, and then summer of 2016, I started actively working my like page. And so what does that really mean? So I did enroll, it's called Social Team Builder Training with Jesse Reagan. But really that training taught me a lot of what I'm going to teach you here about in terms of content you put on your page, and then really how to run ads. And I'm not going to get into running ads tomorrow. I believe Ashley Laughlin, who's actually my success partner, is going to be coming on live tomorrow to talk about running ads. But I just kind of wanted to let you know, for me, again, worked primarily in my warm market. I've hit Success Club 10 ever since that first month in that warm market, and then transitioned to working only on my like page, and now also, of course, expanding Instagram as well. But like page is really what changed my entire business. So I started working in 2016. I was an elite coach, went elite for 2017. And then this year, and then that year in 2017, went top 10. So all of that is because of my like page and because of finding kind of my tribe. And so, hold on, let me make sure. Sorry guys, I'm getting messages. I just want to make sure that they are not from you guys telling me you can't get on. All right, good. We're good. So the first thing about a like page, and really your personal page in general, is that you guys really need to realize like you are your brand. And so I think as diamond coaches, you get that. So I'm not going to spend like a ton of time on that part of it, because again, if you are a diamond coach, you should have kind of, have a feel for what your brand is. So for me, again, this is a little bit older. My son's a little older now. These pictures make me sad because he's such a little munchkin baby in these. But what does your page look like, right? So when I first started my business, I did a lot of words on my photos. Since then, I've kind of moved away from that. But that made my brand very distinguishable. People knew to stop scrolling because those were my posts. Colors, fonts, lighting. So for me and my brand, all of my photos, every single photo I take in front of really bright lights. I use photo editors to lighten photos. I sharpen my photos. So, I know that we think of Instagram as this really visual platform, but so is Facebook. You have to have something that is scroll stopping for you and your business. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure. Okay. So again, think about, I know, those of us who are Bombshell with Lindsay Matway, this is what I always think back to when I was trying to define my brand. She was the like fate, fitness, freedom, she had like 5 F's, fashion, fun. So for me, what is my page about? What is my brand? And we all have those different parts of our life. My brand, you can see it is my son. It is being a mom. And so knowing that when you come to my page, you're going to see fitness, nutrition, and mom stuff. I literally probably an hour ago just posted a post that said, favorite toddler songs or radio stations, like go. And I know I'll get a ton of engagement on that because I know my audience and I have the right people on my page. And that doesn't have anything to do with health and fitness, but it has to do with that other part of my brand, another part of me that people are connecting to. So if you haven't, sit down and think about, what does my brand look like? When people come to my page, do my photos have a consistent theme to them? Are they bright? Do people know if they come here besides, a workout or a meal, what else are they going to see? And I think most importantly, this leads into this. This is what you need to know. Who are you talking to? Define your avatar. I know we all hear about avatars all the time, but if you do not know who you are talking to, and I mean very, very clearly know who you are talking to, then you are talking to everyone and no one at the same time. So I put this post up here. Again, any of my posts, you can see this in, because I think I said mom in here, like, a bunch. I mean, this whole thing is to moms. It's pregnancy. It's postpartum. Make me the happiest, healthiest, and strongest mom I can be. If you're looking for a community of moms to laugh with, I talk to moms. That is my market. And that, if you're a mom, that doesn't have to be your market, right? But for me, like, my son is my life and this business is my life. That's like all I do. So that's all I really talk about. That is my brand. So know your avatar, know who you are talking to. And I always suggest, and again, I kind of talked about this back in the Push to Diamond group, but name them, know their age, know where they're from, know where they shop. I mean, everything, because those are the people you're going to attract to you. So many of my coaches are me. And I know it sounds so strange, but as you get in that cold market, you really are going to attract people that are like you. And it's going to be so fun to build a business with them. So if you haven't done the avatar exercise that I told you to do in the Push to Diamond group, make sure you do that, because that is part of your brand. So your post, obviously, know what it looks like, right? Know what your photos look like, visually what you want your page to look like. But then in the wording, it has to be that you're talking to the right people. And the reason this is important is because Facebook, unlike Instagram, Facebook, they're looking for more of your story in there, right? So this post, I'm telling my story. So I'm having to say I lost 40 pounds. And, I talk about what I do, and this one isn't even as much of a story as some of my other ones, but, I talk about a past story or some goal I'm pushing for in the future. Facebook loves stories. They want to get to know you. Instagram's more of that short, sweet. Facebook is scroll stopping photo and then pull people in with your words, but you have to be telling a story that connects with your avatar. And then, Facebook, you are a like page, right? Instagram, even if you have your Instagram set up as a business page, it's not necessarily they all look the same. A business page looks the same as a personal account on Instagram, right? But on Facebook, people know that it's a business page and they have to have a reason to choose to follow you. So why are they following you? What are you the expert on? So what really propelled me in my business was I started doing these pregnancy workouts, and they were such short circuits. I can't believe this is what did it. I didn't have the best video quality or lights or anything. I took them out of my backyard, but those videos really propelled my business because I had pregnant moms coming back and saying, oh my gosh, I need pregnancy workouts. And then we all had our babies at the same time. So then I started doing my postpartum workouts with Sam. And now I do toddler workouts with Sam, right? And so a lot of those people have continued to follow me. And, I think people think I can't start this business when I'm pregnant or whatever. You guys, there's never a wrong time to be in this business, because whatever you're going through in your life, someone else is going through it as well. Your avatar is going to relate to it. So share where you are in all parts of your journey. So for me, I kind of became a fitness expert, and not as much an expert. I mean, I just took my videos and made smaller videos out of them, right? But people knew that they could come to my page for a fitness circuit. Some of my coaches are nutrition experts and they do amazing recipes, or they go live with, their nutrition. Others are personal development, and you're going to go to their page and get an amazing, boost of energy. And so it doesn't matter kind of what you're the expert on, but again, it should all fit your theme and fit your brand. People want to know why they should follow you. And again, this is providing targeted free content. So my workout circuits, I literally today received a message that said, I have been following your workouts since I was pregnant. I've lost 40 pounds doing your free workouts. When I have the money, I'm joining one of your full groups. You guys, you can make an impact in people's lives. And when you do that for free, they are going to want to work with you more. So don't worry about, well, if I give them workouts, they're never going to join my group. That's just not true. It's the opposite. They start seeing that they work and then they want to join you. Same thing with recipes, and provide as much free content and value as you possibly can, because that is how your cold market is going to learn to trust you. And you need to remember, this is your cold market. So your warm market or warmish kind of knows you. They kind of trust you. Your cold market, you are no one to them. So it takes probably 3 months of good targeted content, good ads to bring the right people to your page before you start seeing sales. So don't think like, okay, I'm just going to run an ad and the next day I should get sales. No, it was 3 months, a quarter of a year of me providing free content targeted to the people I was targeting in my ads until they started trusting me. And then, I mean, it's just like compound effect. It's just a slight edge, right? It keeps building and building and building because I'm bringing more of those people in. So once you get that ball rolling, but I think with like pages, people give up too quickly in the beginning. So, okay, so how do you kind of look like a professional? I mean, the amazing thing about social media right now is that we have all these apps we can use on our phone. So Microsoft Selfie, I absolutely love. I run like all my photos through it. It just gives you a beautiful little glow and perfects your skin. And then I use this free photo editor, and I adjust like sharpness, lighting. Another great one, again, this is an older picture, but let me pull up right now my apps. Snapseed is like photo editor, but it's got even more options. So Snapseed's another good one for editing photos. Pick, play, post is how I do like my side-by-side transformations. WordSwag is great for adding words to photos. I use iMovie on my computer for editing all of my workout videos, but when I just had Sam and he was a newborn, I used Splice, and that's how I edited all my videos on my phone. So Sam, like most newborns, just ate all the time, so I worked completely on my phone like while breastfeeding him. The other one that isn't up here is called HypeType, and that I use for Instagram for posting to my stories. So those are kind of my favorites. Like I said, my brand is very light and bright and sharp and crisp. So I did buy a ring light. And then the only other things, I recommend, people are like, how do you take so many photos? So I have my tripod and my remote. People ask what remote I buy. It's by UR Power. Just look up remote on Amazon and it'll come up, like cell phone remote. It's just the top one. I think it's like a couple bucks, and I have like these all over the house. And so I just use this, and it connects to my phone. I put my phone on a tripod. We take photos. Like, there is a difference between taking a photo. For me, again, this comes down to what your brand looks like. For me, my brand isn't the selfie brand. My brand is a little bit further away, phone on tripod, usually holding Sam or something like that, maybe leaning into the camera. Again, these are all things you want to be thinking about when you're thinking about your brand. You want consistency in your photos. So that's why there isn't a photo. I never throw a photo up without editing it. When I have my husband take photos, I literally say to him, this is the story behind the photo. I will take a photo beforehand and say, I want it framed like this. Like, you have to get that specific about your brand, because my husband, how he takes a photo and how I take a photo are different, and I need the same look in it. So it's just really, really important. And this is just as important on Facebook as it is Instagram. I think people underestimate that. I will also say, let me get out of this. With the changes to Facebook right now, someone asked about this, is the Facebook like page dead? No. So what it is, it's figuring out how to use the Facebook platform. So before I mentioned that I did like all, my videos were huge for me. As far as getting like all my traction. Now I'm getting more traction from my photos and telling us stories in those photos. So I know now that I have to change with the Facebook platform. So I'm going to pull up, I've got my other computer pulled up. Let me just pull up all the questions. But if you are thinking about, really starting a Facebook like page, I would suggest doing a training. So I think you actually mentioned the Jesse Reagan training. I think it was Courtney. Yeah. Courtney do you recommend Jesse Reagan? So yeah, so the thing about choosing a platform and choosing to invest in a platform is you want to know what you're investing in. So I would never suggest that someone is like, yeah, Facebook like page is going to be my platform and I will just, throw some money at ads and boosted posts. It's not going to work. So the thing about Jesse Reagan and Social Team Builder, and I don't work for them, I don't have any money for them, but any social media training is that you want to know what's going on that platform right now. And so they spend their time analyzing, seeing what posts are doing best, seeing whose pages are getting engagement and figuring out what they're doing. Because again, Facebook is always changing and so is Instagram, right? Any platform, there's always going to be changes and we have to figure out how to grow with those changes. And that's any platform. So do I believe that Facebook like pages, has my reach gone down? Yes. Have I seen it go back up now that I myself am changing with Facebook? Yes. So you just have to be willing to make those changes. And for me, it looks like, less videos or different wording with my videos. For Facebook pages, I also, like pages, you want to get engagement. So starting with questions is huge. So let me see if I can share my screen again. Let's see, and show you guys. So I don't know where it's going to be, but okay, so this is, oh my goodness, a million messages. Okay, so this is my like page, right? So I knew that this is hardly any story, but the thing is I asked a question. Mamas, what are your favorite Tyler CDs or music stations, right? And I bet you this one's getting crazy engagement. Yeah, performing better than 90% of the other posts. Of course, I want to boost it, which I'm not going to do. But you can see I already have moms engaging. This was from, 45 minutes ago. And look at all my comments, right? And I'm going to write them all back and start the conversations, all of that. Also, you can see this, right? She's following. That means that this post is not only helping me, but it's helping my other moms who follow this page. So it's good content for me. It's good content for them. People want to come back, right? The other thing I will say with Facebook like pages is that groups are really big right now in Facebook. So Progress Not Perfection, this is a little closed group that I am doing. Anyone's invited. It's just a community for people. But Facebook is loving when like pages link these groups and engage in there. So Facebook is pushing more group engagement out versus like page. So use your like page platform to link a group and have another little community in there and another place where your reach is actually going to be higher. So people are choosing to join the group and then you have higher reach, which means more sales and more relationship building on that platform. The other thing, so I get just an interesting stat, least amount of likes on photos for coach sneak peeks, right? But I recruit 20 coaches a month at least. So people are afraid to publicly like these, but in here, I link to my sneak peek, they join, and then they join me. So once again, this is one of those people are watching. So don't always go by, this number here. You want to go by the results that you're seeing. So I know people are clicking that link, right? And moving forward that way. So there is that. So again, I think the really important thing is, let me look these up one more time. Let me make sure there are no other questions. You want to make sure you're putting free content on there that's going to pull people in so they know why they're coming to your page. You want to provide, again, that's providing your value. You want to ask questions. You want to get people engaging in your posts. So asking questions is huge. And a lot of times, one of the tricks that I do, right? So I posted that sneak peek one first thing this morning. And then a few hours later, I posted the post with Sam asking about toddler music. I know that post is going to get engagement. It's going to drive people to my page. They're going to scroll down. What's the next one they see? Coach Sneak Peek. So think about how you're placing your post on your like page as well. And all of this can go for your personal page. But I just think with a like page, you have to form that relationship. You have to give them a reason to trust you, right? And you have to be consistent. You have to show up every single day. There's a big difference when you are a business and people come to you as a business versus you're my friend and you went on vacation and disappeared. Of course you did. You went on vacation with your kids. You're a business. You don't disappear. You show up every single day. So let's see. And again, Ashley's going to be back tomorrow to talk about driving the right people to your page because the ads are so important. I know I'm driving moms to my page. I know they're the right people. Like I have been running ads to my audience that I found since summer of 16. And I continue to find new moms. I continue to find new coaches. I continue to find my tribe. So that is huge. Find that tribe, bring them to your page, and then give them the content that they want. That's it. But you have to know that you're providing value to people. A sweaty selfie it's not value added. It's just not. The sweaty selfie saying I got my workout done today. So you need to make sure in every single post, there's some sort of value. And even if it's not you providing value, right? Like I didn't list my favorite toddler songs, but I knew others would. And so I knew my community would get value out of the thread in that post, right? If that makes sense. So I think that is it. So if you guys have questions, let me know. Again, Ashley's going to be back tomorrow. I think the important thing is to just pick a platform. Don't be wishy-washy about it. Commit. Do your 3 posts a day. Don't be afraid to go live and know that you're providing value. So have a good day, guys.